Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Flint, Michigan. I'm your host, Tone, and we're back with another episode of the WolverineManiac. As we all seen on Saturday, we smacked New Jersey's JV team Rutgers 52-0. We all were pretty much hoping that was going to happen. We needed to see it, hopefully gain some confidence as we move ahead here to some of these tougher games. We finally scored on our first drive. We were 0-3 those first three games, and they all resulted in a fumble. So that was good to see. They got to my boy Nico Collins, and looked pretty good. And, we just need some confidence going ahead, I think. And I think this was the game to do it. Obviously, we still don't know what the team's like. Rutgers is bad. Probably the worst team in all the Power 5 conferences. But a few things I did like to see. Josh Gaddis is on the sideline. He brought some good energy on the sideline over there, which I liked a lot. And I know it's helped him out with some substitutions that we've been doing on offense. So that was good to see. We're taking baby steps here, folks. We just got to keep improving here. So, again, I know it's Rutgers, but we're still going to do this rundown right now. So, Jim says that Shea's his guy, so we started. He looked pretty good. He looked more confident. He looked more confident out there, which, I can appreciate that. Looked more comfortable. He wasn't getting face planted on every throw like he was against Wisconsin there. He's more decisive when he was running. I do appreciate that more. I think that's the best play in football is the quarterback running. That's my opinion. But, he actually had time to throw, get it out to our playmakers. Ronnie Bell had a hell of a game. He's been really turned into a gamer. The guy's gritty. I like his attitude. It was good to see Donovan Peoples-Jones out there back in the lineup and on punt return. So that's big moving forward. Nico Collins is Nico Collins. We've seen what he's got. I think we just got to keep feeding that monster the ball. I honestly think that he's one of the better wideouts in all of college football. But we just got to get him the ball. So, I like the offense at the goal line going under center. I think that was much needed. Not saying that would have helped against Wisconsin, but just in these other games, I don't think we need to be in the shotgun when we're at the 3 and in. So, it's whatever though. Joey Milton got in there at the end of the third quarter, I believe it was. And, that boy can slang the ball. He's got a freaking RPG attached to his arm, man. The guy is a monster. He's just smooth. And he looked super happy to be out there. He had a smile on his face the whole time. Looked like he was having fun. And I think that's what these kids are missing when we're playing is we're just so uptight. We're squeaking when we're walking. We're like the Tin Man without any oil. They got to go out there, play loose, and sling that ball around. And so we've seen that a little bit. I mean, that pass he threw to Giles Jackson for the touchdown, that was nice. A little improvisation out there. And so that was good to see, man. It really was. He threw some dimes out there, but you could tell he needs to work on some of that touch. But hopefully he can get there. And he might be the backup this weekend. I'm not sure. Obviously, we know they're going to go with Shea. So it is what it is, folks. So we'll just keep it moving that way. I know Haskins, when he got out there, had some good carries too. So that was good to see. Hopefully we'll see some more of him. I thought he looked good. I don't know if it was because they were more worried about Joe Milton running, but I mean, those running lanes sure opened up, and I don't know, maybe Rutgers had their scrubs out there. That could have been it too. But, the offensive line looked better. They looked more dominant, which we were expecting to see that the whole year. But, if not, hopefully we can get these guys going. It's a little shaky. It's a new offense, so we got to be patient with it, folks. I just think we're going in the right direction. I hope this game built some confidence for us, and against these better teams, hopefully come out swinging. Our back's up against the wall now. We take another L, it pretty much just turns into a 2-game season. You just play MSU and Ohio State, and so hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we can just keep winning, baby. So I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here at the WolverineManiac. We're taking a quick break from the podcast to tell you about Hibernate Clothing Company. Hibernate's new Clubhouse t-shirts are available now at hibernateclothing.bigcartel.com. Get yours today. All right, now we're back here at the WolverineManiac. I just want to touch on a few more things on this offense right now. Things I would like to see. I like to see them keep changing the launch pad for Shea if he's going to be the starter moving forward. Kind of preserve him from taking hits, and I really do think he's better on the run. So I think that'll get the offense moving a little better. And another thing, you remember Jimbo's first year, and they used to hand it off to Eddie McDoom all the time on those jet sweeps, and we used to gain some pretty big yardage on them. I like to see them do a lot of those jet sweeps still. I know they do the motion, and they fake the handoff quite a lot, but I think that would really help the run game get going with Charbonnet, and maybe we'll see Haskins, but True Wilson's back as well, so I think that'll help those guys out. Getting some yardage, kind of open it up for them. So those are some things I would like to see moving forward from the offense. All right, from the defense, boy, they looked a lot better this week. And I'm going to keep repeating myself. I know it's Rutgers. Everybody's going to talk about, it's just Rutgers. It's Rutgers. I understand that. But just they look more fundamentally sound, especially in the run game. I forget how many yards Rutgers had, but I want to say it was 60 or under. I can't remember. But, they look good. The defense looked more physical, which I like. That's what we love about Don Brown's defense, man. They're aggressive and physical. They get after it. And we sure didn't see that against Wisconsin. They looked scared. And the run game, the gap responsibilities was just terrible. So, so that was good to see. Cam McGrone, that guy is going to be a gamer. He needs to be starting moving forward. That man is physical, and he gets after it. And the stats don't really show much in this game, but, man, he put the pressure on the quarterback. He just made some good plays, man. Kind of reminded me of Devin Bush, his first year. They blitzed him quite a lot. He was hitting home and just getting the pressure on the quarterback. So that was good to see. I hope he's starting. I hope it's him and Ross moving forward once Ross is healthy. Uche played super well. I know he was super pissed off after that Wisconsin loss. So, we need that. We needed to find a leader on defense. And I was high on Josh Uche last year. Love the guy. Thought he should have played more, especially on passing downs. But, they're going to start to get after it, man. I really think so. And Pay had a great game. It was payday, baby. So we need those guys to have a huge game against Iowa this coming up week. Who else played well? Hutchinson continues to play well. He gets after it, so I can appreciate that. And Mike Dana, fellow Chippewa, he came out and played pretty well. I don't even really know if he played in the Wisconsin game too much. But, those guys, it's going to be big going forward. Daxton Hill, that boy's going to be special. I would love to see him get on the field a lot more. I mean, the man's fast, he's physical, and so the future's looking bright for Michigan's defense coming up, man. At all different levels. We've yet to see some of the defensive linemen that are freshmen play, and I just read something today that they're starting to get in there and they're starting to feel more comfortable. So maybe we're going to see them coming up here, which I hope so. Things I'd like to see on defense. We played more zone this week, and we really need to start doing that, especially when we get to going against these better teams, because the 50-50 balls when we're blitzing and it's just one-on-one out there, man-to-man, which our guys are good at man-to-man, but sometimes when they just chuck it up, or you might be getting beat, and it just turns into big plays. So I want to see the defense play some more zone. I think it'll really work out for us. Wrapping up on some of these tackles too. I mean, we make some big hits, but no one wraps up a lot of the time either, man. And against these better teams, and we seen it against Jonathan Taylor. People weren't wrapping up, weren't lassoing him, didn't take him low. They just kind of shoulder checked him, and he just obviously took it and ran. And so we need to wrap up a little better. And our Achilles heel for these past couple of years are these crossing routes, these pick routes. And I wouldn't even care if we take a 15-yarder just to smash one of these guys. Not a dirty hit, but if they're gonna run into you, run into them. Make them think twice about running into them. So, that's what I think about the defense. They're playing better. The test will be this weekend against a tough Iowa team, and homecoming week, number 14, and the nation. I believe, they're always a tough team. They're well coached. So it's going to be a good test to see where we're at in the season right now, and if we're making strides. I want to see the defense get after it. Everybody do their job. Do your job. From what I've read, their defensive backfield is kind of injury-ridden right now, and I think the game plan needs to be chuck the ball around to our receivers, speed and space, the mantra that we were given before the season that we have not seen yet. Our receivers are probably our best group, especially on offense. So we just got to get those playmakers the ball. Especially with Donovan Peoples-Jones back, Nico Collins, Ronnie Bell really starting to come around here. They're gamers, man. Get them the ball. Let's see it. I know the last time we played Iowa, we lost a heartbreaker. It was 13-14 in 2016 at Iowa. And, we were expecting a special season there, which it was a pretty good season. But that was a heartbreaker. And that was a huge bummer. So hopefully we can get some revenge on them this year, get the W, and let's start gaining some momentum into some of these tougher games we got coming up. So we'll see. And that's all I got for you guys today. I'm Tone. I'm the WolverineManiac, and I'm signing off.